Hare Krishna. Would like to extend a very hearty welcome to our esteemed celebrity guest amidst us, Shri Ilaiyaraaja. He's here amidst us to formally inform and announce to our media fraternity about the confluence of music and Akshaya Patra. Akshaya Patra began here in this temple 25 years back in a very small way. When we began, and at that time we had no idea that we would grow into a big NGO. In fact, for the first 1 year, it was just running as a program of the temple. And then in the year 2001, formally we created the Akshaya Patra Foundation as a separate trust, founded by ISKCON Bangalore, settled by ISKCON Bangalore. And since then we have grown, and as you just heard, today we have 78 kitchens in 16 states all over the country, and we are feeding about 23.5 lakh children every day in the government schools. The mission of Akshaya Patra is to see that no child is deprived of education because of hunger. We feed children in schools. We feed children in government schools. So we are an implementing partner of the government's flagship program, now called PM POSHAN program. The government of India and the state governments have been working together in this program last about 20 years or so to ensure food security and nutritional security to children in our country. And since the very beginning, maybe around 2002 or 2003, we started working with the government. Initially we were doing it ourselves, and then very soon some policies of the government of India changed and we could work with the government. And today, as Sridhar Venkat, CEO of Akshaya Patra, mentioned, we get little over 50% of the running cost support from the government. And we are also supported by the government in many places with land and for setting up kitchens, not everywhere, in some of the states. So we have been doing this, and Akshaya Patra has created a lot of impact. We all know how education is a powerful factor to change lives of people. I'm sure many of us are examples of this, came from humble families, but it is the education that has transformed. I'm sure many of you will also agree with this. So, as India marches ahead, becoming a more and more developed economy, if our large population have to take advantage of that development and the opportunities that unfold, education is an important factor. And very interestingly, this idea of feeding children from a temple, led by a temple, this vision and this idea was given to us by our founder Acharya, Srila Prabhupada, who is the founder of ISKCON. I will share a small anecdote in the life of Prabhupada. Prabhupada was opening many temples around the world, and he was opening one temple in West Bengal, in the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's a place called Mayapur. It is on the banks of Ganga and Jannavi rivers. And this was somewhere in the early 1970s. Mayapur is about 120 kilometers from Calcutta. So it's a rural area, and Prabhupada had built a temple. The Prana Pratishta was happening on that day, and lot of guests had come from Calcutta, Indian guests, and there were many devotees of ISKCON from all over the world. And as part of the Prana Pratishta ceremony, and after that, a big feast was served to all the people, guests who had come. And after the serving of the feast, Prabhupada was in his personal quarters, and he was addressing some visitors who were there. Suddenly he heard outside his window dogs barking and children screaming. Prabhupada was a little distracted by this. Then he walked out of his room to the corridor, and he saw it was on the first floor. And he saw from the first floor down, there were leaf plates, banana leaf plates, thrown all over after the feast in the waste area. And there were stray dogs coming for the food, leftover food, and there were also village children shooing away the dogs to gather some food. When Prabhupada saw that, there were tears in his eyes. He was a very kind and compassionate person. He felt for the suffering of others. And then he called the leaders of ISKCON at that time who were there, and he said, just see what is happening. We have invited and installed Krishna in our temple. Krishna is the father of everyone. Krishna says in the Gita, Pitahamasya jagato mata dhata pitamaha. He is the father. He is the mother. He is the provider. He is the grandsire of everyone in the universe. So when Krishna has been invited to our temple, and when Krishna is residing here, his children especially should not go hungry. And then he said, you leaders, it's your responsibility to see that no one, especially children, goes hungry in a 10-mile radius of an ISKCON temple. This was the direction he gave. This was in early 70s. Subsequently also Prabhupada spoke about this, and he said, we should set up a kitchen every 10 miles all over the country in India, and see that no one goes hungry in our country. There were occasions, Prabhupada also said, not only in India, in other parts of the world also, we should set up kitchens and see that no one goes hungry in the world. This was the broad vision of Prabhupada. Sometimes devotees asked, Prabhupada, such large-scale feeding, where we will get money? So Prabhupada said, Krishna is the provider of food for everyone. He is providing food to the animals. In the jungle, elephants require tons of food every day. Krishna is providing. So many birds and animals and fishes in the ocean and insects. Everybody is getting food. How is that there is no food? There is hunger problem only among the most intelligent of all the living entities, the human beings. This is because human beings, we are not respecting God's arrangement of distribution of God's wealth to everyone. Some people are hoarding because of greed, much more than they need. And there are some people who are not having even basic needs. So, spiritual understanding is meant to transform the hearts of people so that we get this inspiration to share. So, this is what Prabhupada wanted us to share and teach this human society, that we must share with those people who are in need. And so, that is why we are able to do this program on a big scale in Akshaya Patra. Number one, the government support. We realize this. If we want to do something impactful on a big scale, we have to work with the government, because government has the mighty power and policies to bring large scale impact in the society. So we have to work with the government. And so Akshaya Patra has been working with the government, and also reach out to conscientious people who also have a feeling that, yes, I must share with the society. So this is how Akshaya Patra has been built. And now, when we are on the cusp of celebration of the 25th anniversary of Akshaya Patra, we got this very, very wonderful opportunity through such a renowned musician and who has contributed for 50 years through music in our country and touched the hearts of millions of people. And when this opportunity came to us, that we thought that this is a very wonderful confluence of music and meals for serving more and more people, more and more children. And we thought this is such a wonderful thing. And when the discussion happened, it was Sri Ramji who is here with us and who was also instrumental in to bring all these things happen. We're very thankful to Shri Ilaiyaraaja ji. We are very thankful to Sri Ramji for making all this happen. So we are having this concert, and Ilaiyaraaja ji's celebration of the 50 years of his sadhana and accomplishments is beginning with the Bangalore celebration, Bangalore concert. And to dedicate this, his 50 years of sadhana and accomplishment for the cause of children of our country in this way is a very, very heartening occasion for us. We are immensely grateful to Shri Ilaiyaraaja ji. Krishna says in the Gita, Buddhir buddhi matham asmi tejas tejasvinamaham. Krishna is I am the talent in the talented. So all talent comes from Krishna, and there are some great souls like Ilaiyaraaja ji who recognize that and want to offer that talent given by Krishna in the service of Krishna's children. So that's his greatness. So we are very happy, we are very heartened to have this event happening around Akshaya Patra, and we welcome Ilaiyaraaja ji to Bangalore. I don't need to welcome him. He's already so connected with our city and Karnataka, and we're very happy to have him inaugurate this 50th year of commemoration of his services to music and country, begin in Bangalore with Akshaya Patra. Namaste. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.